The seaward approach to Bar Harbour, a town on Mount Desert Island in Maine, is through the Porcupine Islands. In the channels between these is a forest of lobster pot floats. There are no moorings for cruise ships in the town, so passengers go ashore by tender. On the pier are colourful souvenir shacks and restaurants serving seafood. The colours of lobster pot floats denotes their owner. The greatest sin a lobster fisherman can commit is to lift somebody else's pot. At the end of the harbour, a walk follows the coastline, passing hotels and gardens. Here there are beautiful views across the bay. When we got back to the pier, we went for a slice of blueberry pie and cream, for which Maine is famous. Bar Harbour is the start point for trips into the Acadia National Park, America's smallest. Its 47,000 acres include woodlands, lakes, hiking trails and rocky beaches. At Thunder Hole is a rock cliff with a sheer drop to the sea. Here there's a quite narrow granite channel where air becomes trapped as the high tide comes in and escapes with a noise like thunder. At low tide it's more of a gentle whump. We continued our drive through the national park. Our next stop was at Northeast Harbour, a quiet enclave of the rich and famous. Summer residents include the Rockefeller family. It was once so popular as a summer resort for Philadelphians that it became known as Philadelphia on the Rocks. Northeast Harbour is at the entrance to Somes Sound, a fjord-like bay with Somesville at the closed end. It's named after the first settler of Mount Desert Island, and is a US historic district. The little footbridge crosses the pond where the leaves were just beginning to turn. At the other side of the bridge is a small museum. Then we worked our way down the western side of the Sound. The next stop was Southwest Harbour, where they were selling lobster rolls. North American hydrangeas are enormous. Finally, we drove to the southernmost tip of the island to visit the Bass Harbour Head Lighthouse, which dates from 1855. As the lobster boat headed out to check the pots, we returned to our ship.